Hello, welcome on in. My name is Emily and today we are going to be attempting 3 stars on our brand new cottagecore springcore Animal Crossing island. If you are new here, welcome on in. If you are returning, welcome back. If you don't already know, I have created some videos for the series as we are going to be playing on our island Thistle, which is the new island we created this year. I will leave a playlist down below of the videos, but the first one is planning this island and the second one is the full first week on the island Thistle. So if you haven't watched either of those, I would highly recommend checking them out first. As a wee bit of a recap, last time we managed to secure a few dreamies, we picked the name, our map, all of that good stuff. We unlocked Nook's Cranny, we've had Mabel visit a couple of times, and the last thing we left on was our upgraded resident services building. So that's where we will start off this time. We are going to be doing the progress or the process to get to 3 stars quite quickly. I want to progress the game. I want to get the terraforming and decorating options available to be able to do our pathing and everything, just because I want to make a good chunk of progress on Thistle. I know we have a lot of other things to do like villager hunting and that sort of thing along the line, but I want to try and get all of this like beginning game stuff tutorial before the main credits done as quickly as possible. I am going to post a guide right now on the screen for you, so feel free to have a wee read of that. So this is kind of like our to-do list for this video. There are a few things we need to get done and they are essential to be able to unlock 3 stars. So we need to have 40 pieces of furniture placed down outside. We need to have our buildings upgraded, so we need to have Nook's Cranny and I think museum upgraded, which we've already done. We need to have 2 bridges and inclines. We need to have 8 villages, 100 trees, 200 flowers and 50 fences, and we can't have any dropped item or any weeds. Now we need to get 2 more villages to meet that criteria. I think we have enough trees. We're probably going to be planting a lot of flowers. We've already done the fencing. We're going to have to do a whole bunch of weeding and we're going to have to create like a trash pile of furniture outside just so we can hit those 3 stars. It is all stations go. So we have unlocked the resident services building last episode and we've met Isabel and Tom Nook and they are going through the Project KK plan. So the first thing we're going to have to do is create a campsite and get our campsite villager. We do have to craft a campsite and we will be getting our first campsite villager, which will be a smug villager. We're going to quickly talk to Mabel outside because I need to talk to her one last time and purchase some things to unlock Able Sisters, and then we're going to make our campsite. So I need 15 wood, softwood, hardwood and iron nuggets. I know I've got most of those things, but I think I still need some more wood, so I am going to chop a few trees down in the main plaza area because I'm going to have to chop them down anyway to remove them, and I need to get that wood as well to be able to craft the campsite. As you can see, here I am. We are going to be making the campsite, placing it down, and then talking to Tom Nook about next steps, which I believe will be getting the new villager in a couple of days. During this day, and just to make use of the time we have, I am going to get a head start on doing all the weeding. So I am going to remove all of the weeds from the 2nd and 3rd tiers on the island, and then I'm also going to plant any flowers that I have in my pockets and inventory, just because I know we're going to have to plant a lot of flowers later and I kind of want to get a head start on that. I told you we would be going quickly, so I've just placed a bridge down as well because we need 2 bridges or inclines. Technically this means we've met the requirements, but I do want to place 1 incline down just to make sure we've definitely got 1 of each. And then I am grabbing the ultimate pocket stuffing guide just so I've got more room in my pockets, and I am also grabbing every single item I have in my home storage and placing them down in a huge big trash pile on the island. I like to call it a trash pile just because it is like a whole bunch of random items placed down in one big pile, but this means we can secure the requirement for 40 outdoor furniture pieces. It is a little bit of a throwaway day on the island today. I am speaking with Mabel because she's going to give me the Able Sisters plot, so we can place that down, and that is good progress for the island, but we don't have our campsite villager staying in the campsite today yet. I believe they will be here tomorrow, and I think they're just not here because we're doing the Able Sisters stuff, but we will find out who our smug villager is tomorrow, which I'm kind of nervous about. Oh no, it's that time. We're gonna have to see who our smug villager is. I'm scared, but here we go. You know what? I'm not mad about Roswell. He's not my favourite. I do like some of the alligators, but he's not bad compared to some of the smug villagers we could have got, aka Graham or Chops. So, since we've spoken with Tom Nook and we have spoken with our campsite villager, we can now place our campsite villager plot down, which I have done for Roswell. We then now have unlocked the option to sell land and actually place land for new villagers coming in. We also have done a bit of a time skip to the next day, so Roswell has moved in and we have Able Sisters on the island as well. We now have the Able Sisters store, so I'm going to do a wee bit of shopping, see if there's anything cute, and this also means we now have custom designs available. I am going to have a look at Nook's Cranny and see if there's anything in there I can purchase and then add it to the trash pile outside, because we still need to make sure we have those 40 pieces of furniture, and I am going to add literally every piece of furniture that I buy just to make sure we don't have that as an issue later on down the track. I am going to have a wee word with Roswell, say hello, do the kind villager things, and then I'm going to talk to Tom, Nook and Isabel. I think it's probably time for us to get an island evaluation just to see how we're tracking and if we've made any progress at all, or if we still have quite a bit to do. A 1-star rating. Right, let's have a break, a breather, and then we'll go and sell some land. Welcome back from that abysmal star rating. 1 star, I can't believe it. Anyway, we are going to go villager hunting for the first time for this episode. We have about 8 dreamies that we can choose from, which is very exciting. So I'm going to place the land, grab some Nook Mile tickets, and then we are going to head to the airport and villager hunt. It is villager hunting time! Whoop whoop! This is probably my favourite part. I love villager hunting, it's so fun. So as you can see at the very top of the screen, I've put a list of all of our 10 dreamies that we do want to eventually have on Thistle. I have blacked out the first 2 villagers on the list because we do currently have Eric and Tia on our island already. We found them in the last episode. The other 8 villagers are as follows. It is Gonzo, Coco, Bones, Silvana, Maple, Maggie, Molly and Fauna. This is one of those times where I would really like to know your opinion. Who out of the remaining 8 villagers that we have on the list would you like to see us get first? I know I can't control who we do get first, who we get last, who we get second, third, etc, but I would like to know if you've got any favourites on the list, or if there's anyone on that list that you don't like. My boyfriend does not like Coco. He thinks she's rotten. He's low-key scared of her, but I know some people do really love Coco. I quite like her. I don't know if there's really anyone else on the list that's overly controversial, but let me know if there's anyone on the island where you're kind of basic, not for me, or if there's any on the list that you really love and adore and would like to have on your island, or you would like for us to get fairly straight away. Also, is there anyone that we have come across today that you really, really like or really, really dislike? There's definitely a few villagers we've come across where I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I did not have to take them. And there's also a few where I'm like, damn it, they would have been cute. Okay, the secret's out. The first villager that we've found today is Gonzo. Oh, he's so cute. He's just like an old little man. He's so cute. I'm very, very happy that we have him. I am going to do a couple of things just before I end the day and time skip to get him on the island. So I am going to upgrade my house, do a little bit of nook shopping as you saw before, and I am also going to grab an incline to place. I know we've technically got 2 bridges, so that meets the requirements, but I was a little bit like, let's put an incline just to make sure we definitely have everything for the 3 stars and make sure that we're not missing anything. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, we now have Gonzo. Gonzo is now on the island, and look at that beautiful ramp we made. Let's have a chat though about the current state of the island. So we currently have Eric, Gonzo and Tia as our dreamies, but we need to get rid of Roswell, Paddy, Phoebe and Bam. We are about to go villager hunting for our 8th villager, which will mean that that is our 4th dreamy, and it should mean that we have met the requirements villager wise for the 3 stars. I'm going to place a plot down now, and then when we get back from villager hunting, we'll check our island evaluations. This is actually quite a short villager hunt. We only used 8 tickets total to find our next dreamy, which is very exciting. And we also met quite a few cuties on this villager hunt. There weren't very many apart from the anteater that I thought were giving ugly. So enjoy this short little villager hunt, and I will see you very shortly to meet our next villager. We're about to go and meet Coco, but oh my god, Gonzo makes me want to cry. He's so cute. Right, let's go and meet Coco. We are going to check our island evaluations very soon, but since we have the custom designs portal available, I wanted to show you this really cool creator I think I found on either Pinterest or like Instagram. Look at this stuff, it's so pretty. If you want to save some stuff, go for gold. I am using this moon flag for the new island flag, and I might use this stuff a little bit later on, but let's check out our evaluation. We now have 2 stars, which is very promising, and I feel like we don't have to do a whole lot to get to 3 stars. Isabel mentioned we have to plant some more flowers. I feel like that might be the last thing we have to do, so I don't want to like waste time going back and forth and getting evaluations and seeing if we need more flowers, etc. So I went and bought like 100 flowers from Nook's Cranny, and then just planted them all along the top tier of the island. I know I'm gonna regret this later. I don't recommend anyone doing this because this will be a nightmare for me later on, but I'm gonna get ahead of the curve, plant them all now. They should be flowers I can utilize over the island as well anyway. There's probably going to be a few I have to throw out, but I'm planting them all, and then fingers crossed when we go back to resident services we have 3 stars. Oh my god, we have done it. We have got to 3 stars. That means that when we close the game and reopen it, we will now be able to terraform and decorate to our heart's content. I'm so stoked. It has taken me a hot minute. I know it's like a 15-minute video, but this was like hours of footage, so I'm so glad we did it. Welcome back from the concert. I'm like very happy that we got to 3 stars. I feel like that's the biggest feat, and now it's all just fun and games because we get to decorate and have a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to see this all come together and actually decorate with the plans and ideas that I have. So now that we have 3 stars, it is the next day. I am going to do some purchasing and a few things like post KK concert just before I leave you all today. So I am going to be purchasing the terraforming tools that we need, which is the waterscaping permit and the cliffscaping permit. We also now have ordinances unlocked, and we also have captain boat tours and the opportunity to go and find Brewster on a captain island, which we will do now. By unlocking the captain boat tours and going and speaking with Brewster, that means we now have unlocked gyroids. Let me know how to say that. And it means we can also open the cafe in the museum as well, which we will do. So now we can run around with our little takeaway coffees and have the energy to actually terraform. I'm also going to head to Halves Island in a minute as well, just so we can unlock the marketplace area so I can grab things like paintings, plants, all that stuff. And that is all she wrote, folks. If you have enjoyed today's video, feel free to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you want to find me elsewhere, I am Emaleaf on every other social platform. But otherwise, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!